placing P and K and zinc, nutrients that are not mobile, is more important than placing nitrogen, because we know nitrogen is mobile. Okay. That doesn't mean there isn't a potential use case for applying nitrogen close to the crop. I just didn't think it was the number one priority. All right. And there is some information that suggests applying banded nitrogen close to the crop can increase yields and can increase nitrogen use efficiency. So the figure you're going to see here on your screen is going to be a University of Illinois study that was funded by the Nutrient Research and Education Council in the state of Illinois. And so that, all those bars and charts there, that's the average of 7 locations, and those studies were done from 2019 through 2021 in Illinois. You're looking at subsurface 2x2 banded application, so kind of that traditional, nitrogen placement on the planter. And what they found is that averaged over those different rates of broadcasted versus banded nitrogen, they found about a 5 bushel yield increase on average. Okay, so that's definitely a reasonably strong data set to suggest that nitrogen placement in a band close to the crop can increase corn yields. So not only did they find that yields were increased on average, but they found that with the banded applications, total N uptake was greater in every single instance. And what you're looking there on the figure in the bottom on the x-axis, you see that 45, 135, 90, 90, 135, 45. What that represents is 45 pounds of nitrogen was applied as a band or broadcasted. The remaining 135 was applied at roughly V6. And so it's the ratio of banded at planting nitrogen, whether it was banded or broadcasted, versus how much was applied side dressed at that V6 timing. Okay, so in every single case there, whether it was 180 pounds of nitrogen applied in the spring, or whether it was 45 pounds of nitrogen applied in the spring, in every single case we saw higher in uptake with the banded in applications.
So banding increases yields generally.
I mean, that's what this information would suggest. Again, I was a little less convinced that it was important with nitrogen, and I think the jury's still out. I mean, this data obviously provides a very strong evidence that it may matter, but I'm reasonably conservative and like to ask my own questions and seed my own plots, right? But this definitely provides some evidence that it will. Okay.